Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. I am going to explain circles part 2, which is from class 10. Here I will be discussing the topics which you have done in class 9. This is going to help you a lot for studying this chapter. If you like my video, please do subscribe my channel. The first definition is for the cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral, as it is clear from the name, cycle. So it is relating a kind of circle. Quadrilateral whose vertices are lying on the circumference of the circle are known as cyclic quadrilaterals. Here you can observe in the figure A, B, C, D. These are the vertices of the quadrilateral and these are lying on the circle. One property for the cyclic quadrilateral is there which states that opposite angles in the cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180 degree. That means angle A and angle C, if these two angles are there, then they are going to add up and give you the value of 180 degree. It is not mandatory that these are having the values 90 degree and 90 degree, but every time they are going to add up and give you value 180 degree. One special note is there, all the squares and the rectangles which are inscribed in the circle are always cyclic, and isosceles trapezium is also cyclic. Next is the definition for angle at the center. For that you have to consider two angles. It stands on the same chord BC, angle A and angle O. Now which angle is at the center? Which is standing at the center obviously. So this property states that if two angles are standing on the same chord, that is angle A and angle O, then the angle which is standing at the center will be double the angle which is standing at the circumference. So that means angle O will be double the angle A. I hope this is clear. Next is the special case. Suppose the angle at the center is 180 degree, this one, then the angle at the chord will be the half of 180, that is 90 degree. So that is a special case when the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. Next is the angle at the center. It is also one of the case that this property is also true for the reflex angle. As you can observe here, this is 270 degree. This is around this is at the center, but it is a reflex one. So this property is again true. The angle A will become 135 degree. So reflex angle at the center is twice the angle at the circumference. Next property states that angles subtended by an arc or chord in the same segments are equal. So if both the angles are lying in the minor segment or in the major segment, then they are going to be equal. As you can observe in the first example, the chord BC is there. That means the portion below this BC will be your minor segment and the portion above BC is going to be your major segment. And all these angles, angle A, angle X and angle Y, these are lying in the same segment, that is in the major segment. So all of them will be having equal values, that is x, y will be equal to 38 degrees. Let us understand second example. If you observe the chord AC, again it is lying in the area below this chord will be your major segment. So that means the angles which are formed by this chord in the another segment, that is x and B, will be same, that is 30 degree. And if your chord is this one BD, then again this chord is making angles Y and 40 degree, that is angle A and angle C. So these two are going to be equal.